One of the questions that we have been asked by citizens in our engagements with them as we move closer to the local government elections is, why must we vote? We are not seeing changes on the ground, service delivery changes, so why must we still vote? And so Afesis-corplan has conceptualized this campaign and this process of really interrogating what has changed in local government in the last 5 years, what has changed in local government in the last 20 years, partly in response to the why must we vote question. And so we're visiting a number of municipalities in the next couple of months, and we are looking at them objectively, but also in response to the question of what has changed, right? And what is the state at play? In that process, we are hoping that we will assist the voter to respond to the question of why must I vote? Senqu is a unique municipality in the Eastern Cape because an overwhelming majority of municipalities in the province are performing poorly in audit outcomes. Of course, we do know that audits are not by themselves an indicator of good governance or even good service delivery, but they are an indicator of financial management and sound financial governance. And so in the last 7 years, Senqu has received clean audits. And so clearly there is something that this municipality is doing right that most others are not able to get right. And so we wanted to really profile this municipality, but also ask questions about what are you doing that others can't seem to get right? And are clean audits in and of themselves an indicator of good service delivery? And we are asking the citizenry of Senqu, and we wanted to ask the citizenry of Senqu what therefore this means for them as a move towards the local government elections. And so what you're going to see in this video is really a snippet of the conversations that we've had in Senqu, and we're presenting Senqu as the first municipality in a series of municipalities that we are going to visit, where we are asking the same and similar questions. And we're hoping that as you listen through and as you view these videos, they will help you make up your mind about the state at play in municipalities, and therefore about what your vote means for you where local government is.
Senqu Local Municipality is a small municipality located in the Joe Gqabi district in the Eastern Cape. It covers the areas of Lady Grey, Stekspruit, Berkeley East, and many surrounding farms and villages. The municipality has received 7 consecutive clean audits from the Auditor-General, and it has set an example for good governance in the country.
One of the recipes for good governance is stability, both politically and administratively. Us achieving 7 clean audits consecutively is not a fluke. It's not something that we didn't know that it's coming. We have planned. Those who came before us planned it. They were deliberate in their approach.
I think we are one of these lucky municipalities that we do not have a council that is dysfunctional. Our council is very united, and they know what they want, and they do listen and take advice, because I think that then becomes another issue when you've got political interference.
In Senqu municipality, the issue of political interference has not reached us in the magnitude you hear in other municipalities. I suppose you can attribute that to maturity, the ability to engage with politicians, ability to draw the line and say this is my domain and this is your domain, and any movement across that line should be with consent by both parties.
The municipality attributes some of its excellence in governance to consistency of leadership in its governance structures.
If you can look at the stability in our administration, our MM, Mr. Yawa, I think is the longest serving municipal manager currently in the Eastern Cape. I'm not sure about the country, but I think it's one of those also in the country. The current CFO has been with us for more than 15 years currently.
We've had a municipal manager who has been with us since 2000 and
I think 19 years now.
For 19 years. And I think that has played a big role in terms of stabilizing this municipality, in terms of setting the right direction for this municipality, in terms of just ensuring that things are done properly.
I joined the municipality in 2001. The first time I had a team of senior managers changed, it was only a year ago. So I've had a team of senior managers in the same municipality for almost more than 15 years.
Even though the municipality has received all these clean audits, there is some consensus that clean audit outcomes do not necessarily translate to services being delivered.
What is in papers, what is in the books, cannot be translated down on the ground in terms of is service delivery. Yes, in what there are consultants ezithatha lo msebenzi uwenze on behalf of umasipala so that izokwazi bana ipase, but on the ground there's no change kubomi babantu. We do not see better life ebantwini.
We are not happy even with the clean audits and whatsoever, because we are not being deployed for e-paperwork there. We are supposed to provide the services to the people. Our people are still frustrated. Even now, as we speak, there's no access to water, clean running water in our areas.
Local economic development is a function of local government. We spoke to a small business owner who feels unsupported by the municipality.
The infrastructure. We are lacking office buildings. As you can see, I'm using a shack in the middle of the town. There are no buildings at all that are made for small businesses to rent, and which is a main problem. And if you can also check the hawkers, the streets of Sterkspruit are overly populated. There is no even a parking, because so many hawkers there are in the streets instead of being given a designated area whereby it will be a place for them, a free market or a market or something like that, so that everyone who wants to go and buy something there can always go there without having to block the traffic in town and create some kind of chaos.
In terms of economic development, there is no progress. Asikhuli abakhulu nokontraka bethu basahleli besibugqwayibeni kufumana only a chosen few that is connected politically emisebenzini emininzi. There are no campaigns and tontoni by the municipality to capacitate these small black-owned companies.
Local government is one of the most complex spheres of government, as it interfaces and is affected by both provincial and national governments. The issues around ailing infrastructure, roads with potholes, unemployment, and economic development all fall squarely on the foot of municipalities.
30% of our budget is what we collect. 70% will depend on national government to give us money. I might not have the details of the areas in square kilometers that we're covering, but we're covering more than 80 villages with the backlog on infrastructure. What we get as a municipality per year on conditional grant for infrastructure is only 38 million. And 38 million get consumed by one simple project.
While many municipalities across the country struggle with financial management and keeping themselves financially afloat, what is unique about Senqu Local Municipality is that it has managed to build reserves in the face of financial pressure.
And what has made us a bit different, with our head above the parapet, a bit different to other municipalities, is that since 2000, when I arrived, that was even before the arrival of the MFMA in 2004, I insisted that the municipality should build reserves. We have built relatively enough reserves to help us as a municipality to deal with these challenges. We're able to put another 30 to 40 million on top from interest on reserves. It's a duck that is laying golden eggs for the municipality.
Voting is the power. That's the only power that we need to have as a democratic country. But the problem that carries with the vote is that sometimes we choose people with no vision. As I'm talking to you, most of the voters in this area are disillusioned with the slow pace or no service delivery because of the same problem, lack of visionary leaders. So we need to choose visionary leaders.
What we're learning in Senqu in particular is that there is stability in council. And this is unique because in most municipalities, the greatest cry has been political interference in council. And so this is one unique thing about this particular municipality that others can learn from. Secondly, the stability in senior management. And this is unique in the case where in most municipalities there's dysfunctional and instability even at that level of administrative management. But thirdly, Senqu is unique in that it has healthy reserves that it is able to use to address some of the infrastructure backlogs that it has. You don't see that everywhere. And Senqu also has a very vibrant civil society that sits in municipal council. And so here, there are quite a number of elements that are unique in this municipality that one can say, well, we don't see this anywhere else. And yes, there are still service delivery challenges, but there are a number of boxes to check here that we don't see anywhere else. And as we move through the other municipalities, we're going to be looking for these to see the extent to which they're in place and the extent to which they contribute to the state at play at the municipality at the time when we visit it.